Hi everyone, Keith here. Hey, wanted to go over another word here with you today. Actually, a couple of them. They're all in cohorts with each other, I guess you'd call it. Um, and again, I'm going to reference to Black's Law, fourth, page 1393. But again, I also urge people to look these words up in regular dictionaries, not just one source, but two sources, three sources, four, five, six, seven, as many as you can find, to come up with a good, determined description and definition of this word for yourself in accordance to your own life. Anyway, the word is public. Now, public is a word that can be used a couple different ways, multiple different ways, and they describe in Black's Law 4th, page 1393, public as a noun, which is a person, place, or thing. It says the whole body politic. God, I hate that word politic, but sometimes I love it. Or the aggregate of the citizens of a state, district, or municipality. Then it goes on to say the inhabitants of a state, county, or community. In one sense, everybody, and accordingly, the body of the people at large, the community at large, without reference to the geographical, get this, the geographical limitations or limits of any corporation, like a city, town, or county. Right there, it's telling you your municipalities are all corporations, whether it be a nation, a state, a county, a city, a town, whatever it is. They're all United States corporations. They're sub-corporations of the United States. And it says the people. In another sense, the word does not mean all the people, nor most of the people, nor very many of the people of a place, but so many of them as contradistinguishes them from a few. Accordingly, it has been defined or employed as meaning the inhabitants of a particular place. All of the inhabitants of a particular place, the people of the neighborhood, and also a part of the inhabitants of a community. Or you could replace that with a particular place. They're still one and the same. And then it says, pertaining to a state, nation, or whole community, proceeding from, relating to, or affecting the whole body of people or an entire community. Open to all, notorious, common to all or many, general, or to common use. General, that's general public. That's different than the public or public at large. Hopefully they'll explain that here. Belonging to the people at large, relating to or affecting the whole people of a state, nation, or community, not limited or restricted to any particular class of the community. It says a distinction has been made between the terms public and general, and they are sometimes used as synonymous. The former term is applied strictly to that which concerns all the citizens and every member of the state, while the latter includes a lesser, though still a large, portion of the community. In other words, the general public would be somebody like me. I'm not a citizen. I don't proclaim any kind of political views. I don't proclaim any kind of religious views. I just simply have my beliefs. And if you want to define them as a political belief, that's on you. If you want to define them as religious beliefs, that's on you. I just have my beliefs. Anyway, that's public. The next one is I got two more here. One is a public building. And it says, one of which the possession and use, as well as the property in it, are in the public. Remember, those small words, in, of, for, and all that, they're all very important in how you use them. And it says, as well as the property in it are in the public. It says, any building held, used, or controlled exclusively for public purposes by any department or branch of government, state, county, or municipal, without reference to the ownership of the building or of the realty upon which it is situated. A building belonging to or used by the public for the transaction of public or quasi-public business. Check that word out. That's another word, quasi. I'll do a thing on that here one of these days. So that's a public building. Now we're going to see a public place. And it says, a place to which the general public has a right to resort. There's another interesting word, resort. Like a vacation resort. Not necessarily a place devoted solely to the uses of the public, but a place which is in point of fact public rather than private. A place visited by many persons and usually accessible to the neighboring public. Any place so situated that what passes there can be seen by any considerable number of persons if they happen to look. Also, a place in which the public has an interest as affecting the safety, health, morals, and welfare of the community. A place exposed to the public and where the public gather to get together or pass to and fro. These last two, if you're part of the public and you believe you have your rights, just like everybody else has their rights, you're standing by your first belief or your common right to believe what you believe. Everybody has the right to believe what they believe. Doesn't have to be political beliefs, doesn't have to be religious beliefs. It can be religious beliefs, it can be political beliefs, it can be legal beliefs, it can be lawful beliefs. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. It's all up to you. Because, see, each one of us also has the right to make our own choices. And we can agree on this. All of us will agree. We have the right to believe what we want to believe, no matter what it is, and we have the right to make our own choices. We also have the right to change our mind at any time for whatever reason. We can all stand by this because we all believe this for ourselves. These are the three basics of law, in my opinion. And as long as we don't infringe upon those same rights that others have with our own actions and deeds, wants, greeds, intents, desires, then we've broken no law. We're merely believing that we're doing what we wish, and that's what sovereign power is. I'm not a sovereign. I have what's known as sovereign power. You have a sovereign power, and that is to be an individual. We all have this First Amendment right, and we all have heard about the freedom of association. Let me help make it clear that in that opinion already stated about having a freedom of association means that you have a freedom from association as well. Meaning that you get to choose who you associate with. On a religious basis, on a political basis, on a personal basis, on a private basis, on a business basis. You have the ability to associate with whoever the fuck you want. Along with that comes the ability, the right, the reservation of being able to not associate with those you do not want to associate with. I do not have to associate with this political government. if I do not believe in it. Not once have I ever registered to vote or voted. I have not believed in it in many, many years. It is corrupt. It has shown itself corrupt on the face of the public for decades. Yeah, I'm upset about it, aren't you? As you sit back and watch your damn TV, fill yourself with more of the cognitive dissonance, and then claim yourself part of the public that cares so much about the public that you want to uphold their rights. Then when you see people abusing other people in public, no matter who it is, understand they don't have a sovereign authority to do so. They're doing it under color of law. Unless somebody's actually committing a crime. And even then, you have the ability to step up and stop it. Because the police do not have the responsibility to serve and protect. That's already been upheld. Clue 1, red flag. Anyway, I love y'all. Something to think about. God bless. Have a great day.